It's week 5 in the PWC, season 12, and it's been a roller coaster because, well, I'm not going to tell you why yet, but you see the binding band Altaria on the screen right now, and I'm just going to tell you, I didn't know what to do with my Altaria this week. So I put Fire Spin and Brave Bird and Defog and Roost. And then I called it a day, and I was like, maybe it can stall Mandibuzz or something. I don't really know. It's Terra Poison, which is pretty solid defensively here. Custop Donphan. I was very excited about that. The Choice Specs Goodra is actually an anti-lead because they also have Vikavolt on the draft. So I've got Flash Cannon and Flamethrower. Florges is kind of only for Delibird. There is probably another special attacker on his draft, but it's Delibird. Not Delibird, you know what, Iron Bundle. Choice Band Urshifu because I outspeed everything I can outspeed without a Choice Scarf, and I'm just gonna hit it really hard, I suppose. And the Ogerpon, which is Ogerpon, and you know what that does. So he is going to lead with the Glimora, which is pretty much exactly what I expected. And because I'm Choice Specs, I'm just going to throw off the Flash Cannon, and I'll get free damage on something coming in here. And it is the Cinderace, which, based on the damage here, appears to be like a max HP kind of utility pivot set, I think. I do die to low kick though, so I don't want to stay in. Or if I don't die, it's way too much damage. So I'm just going to switch to my Altaria, or I was thinking high jump kick because I kind of didn't think about low kick, but Altaria takes nothing because it's 20 base power or 40 or something. And so now I know here that I don't want to hit the Glimora because I don't want to put up Toxic Spikes just because that's a thing I have to worry about and remove. So I'm just going to switch straight into Donphan. And I think because I'm sturdy, what I should have done here is Rapid Spin. I feel like, maybe not, but I did expect the Energy Ball, obviously, so I'm going to switch to the Goodra, which obviously takes nothing. I've taken no damage, but I'm doing a lot of switching. At the very least, just kind of gathering information, I suppose. And I'll click the Draco, kind of hoping he would switch out here, but he is Focus Sash, so I would have preferred the Flash Cannon, obviously. And I'll switch out here because I don't want to lose my Goodra yet, because I do have Gooey, and we know how good Gooey is. And I'll switch to the Altaria again on the Earth Power, yep. And so I know that I don't want to get the Toxic Spikes up, so I'm going to make, maybe not the best play. I don't think I would advise myself to do it again, but it did pay off. I do the Terra Poison just so I don't get poisoned or something, and I'm going to Fire Spin. Because I didn't want the Toxic Spikes on my side, and I was like, it's 85%. If I miss it, then I might die to Earth Power, so I don't know. He's going to bring in the Electivire here, which isn't great because I don't actually have great physical walls this week. Donphan, yes, but he is going to go for the Terra here, because I guess he doesn't carry Ice Punch or something, because Altaria is my Terra Captain. But he's going to be Terra Water and Trailblaze, so that's... I suppose it's scary, but he doesn't have any way to increase his damage output. I'm Custap Berry, so I'm going to go for the Endure, knowing that if he was special, it would bring me down to 1 HP. And I thought that maybe you would run special because Donphan walls Electivire, but he didn't. He's physical, and my Custap Berry did not activate. So, yeah, I'm going to switch to Altaria, and thankfully he did go for Trailblaze, but I'm going to take way too much damage from this Wild Charge coming out here. I left this little clip in here because I accidentally was just clicking buttons. Like, I didn't mean to click the A button like that, and I just clicked Brave Bird without meaning to. But honestly, I'm not mad about it because I needed damage on that thing, to be honest. The same as like week 2, I think. I have a hard time hitting water types because I didn't bring Arboliva. I do have Ogerpon, of course, but he's +2 speed, so that's a huge fucking problem, so I needed the damage. I am glad that I clicked Brave Bird there, because Florgus can take an attack from this thing, unboosted. So, I will go for the Draining Kiss, because I'd like to be as healthy as possible. But Terra Blast does a lot, it does about 50. So I'm not going to be super duper healthy. But we do thankfully get rid of the Electivire, which was kind of looking like a threat at +2 speed. But it's just Electivire, you know? Just like Altaria is just Altaria, but let me tell you, I just looked at the spreadsheet, and apparently Altaria is number 2 in kills in the whole league as of this is week 6 that I'm recording this audio. So, that's kind of crazy. I don't know how that happened. I didn't realize that was happening. But Altaria, period. Cinderace is coming in here, so probably a Pyro Ball coming out here. I went to Donphan expecting that maybe I could live and use the Custap Berry if he wasn't invested, but I am gonna die, and my Custap Berry set did absolutely nothing, which sucks. But it was like Rock's knockoff spin, something like that. Oh, an Endeavor, something, I don't know. I go to Urshifu here because I know I can take a hit. Thankfully he doesn't go for the Pyro Ball. That would be the worst thing in the world if I got burned, but I do take a lot of damage, which sucks a little bit. I guess maybe it wouldn't make a whole lot of a difference in the end, now I'm thinking about it, but the Brambleghast comes in here. Funny story about the Brambleghast. When I was building my team and looking at the spreadsheet, I saw a Thwackey. And then when we got to team preview and I saw the Brambleghast, I went to go look and I saw that there was a trade and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I just missed it, but it's still a grass type, it's fine. By the way, I do have Gooey here and I'm going to prevent this thing from getting a speed boost, which is very important because then it would outspeed Ogerpon and Urshifu. So, Gooey. Never underestimate Gooey. Anyways, apparently he wasn't supposed to have Brambleghast, so, well, I'm not going to say anything else right now. I'm just going to whack this motherfucking Tumbleweed, so it doesn't Strength Sap or, like, Leech Seed substitute my ass to death. And here, what's this? This is, oh, the Hitmonlee. Okay, so I'm going to U-turn out of here and not die to High Jump Kick. I would like to have my Sturdy intact for that Iron Bundle, but I do know at this point in the game I'm gonna have to roll a 10% chance for freeze at some point because, like, simply I can't outspeed and one-hit the bundle, so I have to risk a freeze. It's fine though. I switched to Florgus. I'm hoping he doesn't have Poison Jab, so I can try to stay as healthy as possible for the Iron Bundle. But he has Knockoff, and I don't love that. It's probably better than Poison Jab, but I don't get to heal quite as much, and Draining Kiss, unfortunately, doesn't kill. I should have just gone for Moonblast. Or, I'm thinking, like, would Calm Mind Draining Kiss work? Would I be... I don't think I would be really much healthier, so probably just Moonblast was the better play, I don't know. But yeah, Florgus did take down the Hitmonlee, and it wasn't like an Unburdened set or Swords Dance or anything, so that was kind of a relief. But the last Pokemon is, of course, Iron Bundle, and I know that I have to roll the freeze chance, right? Like, well, I suppose for Florgus, you do have to Hydro Pump to one-hit KO the Florgus, so he does get that roll, and that's 80%, which is fine. Like, I expected Hydro Pump to kill me, but I go to Urshifu here hoping that he would be Choice Specs. I know that it doesn't really make a difference because Ogerpon has Sturdy anyways, but I'm like, I just wanted to know, I guess, if Urshifu could survive it and get a kill. I don't know. I do go to Ogerpon here as my last Pokemon, knowing that I can take the hit with Sturdy and kill it with a Horn Leech, and then... in all seriousness, good game, always fun. I knew that I was gonna get frozen by that motherfucking penguin, but I still think I played the end game well, and it was fine, and the sturdy and the gooey all worked out if I just didn't get frozen. But it's whatever. That's the whole point of Iron Bundle. It has like a speed stat and a special attack stat and a chance to freeze you, and that's pretty much it. Donphan didn't get to do anything here, unfortunately, with the Custat Berry, but I thought it was a good idea because the Terra Captain is Electivire, so I kind of force him to Terra in that sense. It's also pretty good in a Cinderace. There's also lots of hazards that could potentially go up here. Yeah, I think Donphan with the Custat Berry was a really good idea. It was, I believe, Earthquake, Endeavor, Endure, and Stealth Rocks, or no, Rapid Spin, and then Endeavor, Endure, Stealth. Endeavor, Endure, Stealth Rocks, and Rapid Spin. Yes, okay. I'm gonna have to edit that together and cut it up so it's not so long. The Specs Goodra, I was like, made a lot of sense to me. It hits everything very hard, and the two leads, he has Glimmora and he had Vikavolt as well, so I was able to one-hit KO both of them and outspeed the Vikavolt to prevent the sticky webs entirely. Florges, I wanted a special wall. He had, I believe, yeah, Iron Bundle and Comfy and Goodra, so Florges was pretty good here as well, being able to take all those attacks, heal up with Draining Kiss and Leftovers. Potential to set up, depending on what it was. I could have set up on Iron Bundle maybe if I had more HP, or like in the in-game situation I could have just killed it with Moonblast, I think. I don't know. Or it would have been enough that maybe Choice Band Aqua Jet could do it. I don't really know. Choice Band Aqua Jet was great here though, because obviously I'm worried about something like Rocky Helmet on the Mandibuzz, or, you know, setting up the Toxic Spikes myself, but I was just thinking I can outspeed the Electivire, I can outspeed Glimmora, I can outspeed the Thwackey / it is actually a Bramblegast, and the Hitmonlee, I can outspeed Mandibuzz and Goodra. All of those things are on his team, and I was like, why don't I just throw a Choice Band on there and click buttons? But I never even ended up using Urshifu just because it's like a late game Pokemon, and the late game was Iron Bundle, so yeah, that's the team, and I think I prepared pretty well, honestly, even with that bonk-ass Altaria set. But it did get it killed, right, against Glimmora. So, yeah, that was the team. I think I prepared well, and I played well, and we got unlucky. But here's the kicker. I didn't even realize this. I had no intention of this happening. I saw it in the group chat, and I was like, oh. He was actually given the loss for this match, so I do apologize for that. Like, that wasn't, I didn't expect that to happen, but because he had the Bramblegast, when apparently he traded the Bramblegast away, it was just, I don't know exactly what happened. I just saw it in the Discord and I was like, oh, okay, sure. So yeah, week 6 video is coming soon, and I'm very excited for week 6 video because that's all I'm gonna say.